I rise to lend support to this very important resolution, which seeks, Mr. Speaker, which seeks approval of the value-added tax amendment of Schedule 1 order to amend Schedule 1 of the Act by an affirmative resolution of Parliament to include as zero-rated goods a number of items, Mr. Speaker. Cement, lumber and wood, other articles of plastic, galvanized and steel, base metal mounting suitable for buildings, backs and necks, wings, fowls of species, turkey, fresh or chilled, frozen turkey and other species of fowl, backs and necks and wings, herrings, mackerel, non-salted butter, salted butter, other cheese. All of these, Mr. Speaker, and more will be 12.5% cheaper for the people of St. Lucia. And there is more, Mr. Speaker. Cheese, potatoes, fresh or chilled, tomatoes, onions, garlic, cabbages, carrots, turnips, cucumber, celery, pumpkins, okras, split peas, chickpeas, small red beans, kidney beans, black-eyed peas, lentils, broad beans, pigeon peas, sweet potatoes, arrowroot, avocados, mangoes, oranges, lemons, limes, watermelons, papaya, ginger, turmeric, oats, cereal, Mr. Speaker, cereal grains of oats, coconut oil, margarine, chicken sausages, other chicken sausages, luncheon meat, canned corned beef, tuna fish, sardines, cocoa powder, biscuits, jams and jellies, marmalade, peanut butter, yeasts, and a whole list of items, Mr. Speaker, all of which will be cheaper for the people of Vieux-Fort North and the people of St. Lucia. Mr. Speaker, before I make a few other comments, the member for Choiseul indicated that he wished the member for Castries East and Prime Minister, Minister for Finance, could also speak about the elimination of the 2.5% health and security levy. I want to say to you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to explain to you, to the honorable members, and also to the people of St. Lucia, I want to tell them, and it has been said before in this House, that while the health and security levy at its best would raise about $35 million, I just want to itemize a few things that we have done in health with the help of the health and security levy and the support of the Ministry of Finance and the Minister for Finance. Mr. Speaker, we are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to provide support at no cost to all men in St. Lucia for their prostate investigations. They are getting the tests, they are getting further consultations at no cost to them. We are providing, Mr. Speaker, hundreds of thousands of dollars to support advanced cervical cancer screening with the help of the health and security levy. We are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to provide support to pregnant women in St. Lucia, their ultrasounds and their blood tests without any cost to them, Mr. Speaker. We are providing thousands of dollars for anyone who gets bitten by a snake, the Fedilas snake, and if they need advanced care, surgeries and other medication. Breast cancer screening, Mr. Speaker, which we just introduced 2 weeks ago. We are providing thousands of dollars to women for the mammography investigations. We have supplied 2 new mammography machines, and we are providing also services in advanced investigations. Mr. Speaker, the Minister for Finance has provided additional subventions to the Millennium Heights Medical Complex and the St. Jude Hospital, thousands of dollars. We have used money from the Health and Security Levy to assist us with the reconstruction, rebuilding of the Laurentius Wellness Center, providing equipment and so on, which is operational now. Increased services in the labs and so on at the Soufrière Hospital. I also want to say to you, Mr. Speaker, we have used monies to ensure that the Deriso Wellness Center was refurbished, and it's now the Lilia Haraxing Health and Wellness Center. Mr. Speaker, by way of repayments on our loans and so on, we are also going to refurbish the Babuno and the Foisson Wellness Centers with new equipment and so on. I want to say to them, Mr. Speaker, that as a result of that, now all of these already cost close to $100 million, Mr. Speaker, and they speak about the health and security levy, which is just helping us, and we need to help ourselves. But I want to tell them more. As Prime Minister indicated, we are currently reorganizing and adding a section to the Grosile Polyclinic, which is the Dr. Martin Didier Polyclinic, Mr. Speaker. We are doing work at the Victoria Hospital, the Betty Wells Polyclinic, and the Accident and Emergency Wing will be rebuilt. We are also increasing the budget. We have also, the Minister for Finance has also increased the budget to the Ministry of Health from 197-something million at its best to over $202 million in this budget, Mr. Speaker. Also, Mr. Speaker, just recently, the Minister for Finance went to Martinique and repaid all of our debt to the University Hospital of Martinique. Mr. Speaker, this is just a little microcosm of what we are spending in health. Now, the health and security levy, Mr. Speaker, is assisting us, but the opposition speaks as if you need to remove it because it is causing pain to the people of St. Lucia. We, the people of St. Lucia, are paying a small levy to assist us, to assist ourselves, to assist us. Nous avons aidé nous avec un petit levy en health and security. Et got tout ce travail ça là nous avons fait en santé. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to say to you that this government has a track record which points to our intention to reduce the cost of living for all St. Lucians. This resolution, Mr. Speaker, simply adds to the work that this government has been doing. The government has been managing the economy. The Minister for Finance and Member of Parliament for Castries East has been managing this economy, Mr. Speaker, so that the benefits of this management could accrue to the people of St. Lucia. And this is just one other example. I want to say to you, Mr. Speaker, if you think of the different things we have done as a government, the people in my constituency have benefited. The people in my constituency have been given reprieve in so many different areas, so that that extra money, which they do not have to spend on school books and so on, can be used to better their families and to invest. I'll just give you a few examples, Mr. Speaker. I know a family from Grace, and this family has a temporary teacher in the family. For years, this teacher never got a salary, Mr. Speaker. As a result of the policies of this government, as a result of the work of the Minister for Finance, this teacher this year will get his salary, Mr. Speaker. I want to also say to you, Mr. Speaker, that in that family also, a $500 bonus was given to that public servant, and it's going to help with the family. Mr. Speaker, in another family, there are 2 pensioners, and a bonus of $500 was given to each of these pensioners. Do you know how that assists, how this would help in lowering the cost of living for this family, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker, the back pay to public servants, as the Minister for Finance pointed out. If you go to Piero, Mr. Speaker, in my constituency, Miss Mary has 2 children in primary school, and she has 2 grandchildren in secondary school. Our government, Mr. Speaker, will pay the facilities fees for all of the children and also 4 CXC subjects for Miss Mary's grandchildren. Look at what this government is doing to reduce the pressure on the family, Miss Mary's family in Piero, Mr. Speaker. If you go to Bellevue, there are several teachers from Bellevue, Mr. Speaker. You know what will happen this year, this September? Each of these teachers will get $1,400 to contribute to purchasing of materials. Again, this government is thinking about different sectors and what we can do to help these families reduce pressures on their income and their earnings. Look at minimum wage, Mr. Speaker, how it's benefiting so many families. The parents of the children who are graduating, some graduated yesterday, some graduating today, others graduating tomorrow. Each parent will get $500 for their children, Mr. Speaker. This is what this government is doing, in addition to what we are doing now today. And look at Miss Jane and Miss Renee. I know these two people from Bellevue, they are both pregnant. And a while ago, Mr. Speaker, I spoke about how this government is spending money in health to reduce the cost of, in fact, they don't have to pay for their ultrasounds and their blood tests, Mr. Speaker, in the trimesters. They don't have to do it. Again, the work of this government. This is not something that the government, they are talking about in opposition as if that always existed. No, Miss Jane and Miss Renee will not pay for their blood tests and will not pay for their ultrasounds. They are pregnant and they will not pay for it. Mr. Speaker, just like Mr. John and Brother Eustace, they went for their PSAs, they went for their consultations for their prostate, and they do not have to pay. That is the work of this government, Mr. Speaker, to reduce the pressure on families in St. Lucia. When you look at the brothers and sisters, so many of them in 17 wellness centers who are getting free medication for diabetes and hypertension, and that service will be extended to the rest of the wellness centers. Again, this government is working to ensure that families, the pressure on families is reduced, and that they are doing much, much better. Mr. Speaker, in my constituency, there is a community called Vigé, and there's Kako and Magotin. Do you know, so far, about 3 women, Mr. Speaker, have gone for their breast exams. We started a new service for breast cancer diagnosis, a new service. And do you know, I know at least 3 women from my constituency in just that little community who have gone for the mammogram, Mr. Speaker. They have gone to do their mammogram. We have mammography machines, as I've said, the most advanced in the country. 3D investigations, Mr. Speaker. That is the work of this government at no cost to them. And if they have to take biopsies, Mr. Speaker, they don't have to pay. And if there are additional consultations, they do not have to pay. What was the last government doing if all of the money that they said they are masters at managing the economy, they are business people, there is a CEO managing the government? What were they doing with the people's money? Here is what we are doing with the people's money. Here is what we are doing with your money, people of St. Lucia. We are creating opportunities for you to get advanced breast cancer screening, the biggest cancer killer of women in St. Lucia, Mr. Speaker. We are doing things to ensure that we cause that situation to change. In education, in Vieux-Fort North, Mr. Speaker, again, reducing the cost of living. All our children will get laptops all around St. Lucia, Mr. Speaker. In early childhood education, you know how much a laptop costs? Between $900 and $1,500. If this government was not doing that, every parent, the hundreds of parents, would have to get $1,500 or $900 to purchase a laptop for their children from Vieux-Fort North or from the rest of St. Lucia. Ça gouvernement ça a fait, c'est manager l'économie et manière premier ministre a manager, nous ka joindre l'argent pour aider gens Saint-Lucie avec l'argent nous. C'est ça nous ka fait, Mr. Speaker. So when they on the other side are criticizing and saying all kinds of things about this government, yo pas te ka prendre l'argent Saint-Lucie pour dépenser en les Saint-Lucien, Mr. Speaker. Ça c'est pas ça yo te ka fait. They were spending the money on other people, but we are spending your money, St. Lucia, on you, on your children, on sick people. That's where we are spending the money. Look at agriculture, fertilizers, water tanks. Mr. Speaker, we are spending the money on you, the people. Look at what's happening in sports, improving our facilities. In Vieux-Fort North, we are trying to complete the Bellevue playing facility, and it will be completed. In housing, house repair. Many of you have benefited because this government believes that we must help you use our money on you. Gouvernement ça a dit nous ka servi l'argent, là nous ka manager l'économie en l'argent pays cette ici. C'est là focus nous y. Si nous n'y pour gagner glasses pour garder focus Jean pays cette ici, c'est ça nous ka fait. That is what we are focused on. Not what these people are focused on. They are focused on darkness and things with big eyes and all sorts of sweeping streets. We are focused on sweeping poverty out of the people of St. Lucia, Mr. Speaker. That's what we are focused on. Small business. We are focused on small business. The subsidies from Ministry of Commerce to ensure that flour, rice and sugar and cooking gas from Ministry of Finance to ensure that you don't have to pay $20 extra for a small tank of gas. That's what we are focused on, Mr. Speaker. And I'm telling you, if you look at the work of this government, you will see that we are focused on the people. And this resolution today adds to this work. Disabilities. We have a whole ministry, a new ministry for people with disabilities. We are focused on the people, Mr. Speaker. Tourism and support to our creatives. Look at how our artists, we are in Calypso season. Look at how our artists are getting support and our creatives. And the visit of the Nigerian president, His Excellency Tinubu, has created new opportunities. I can sense the excitement in the drumming community. I'm hearing about new drums from Nigeria and leather coming from Nigeria. When the minister told me so, you know me, I get excited. And you know something, Mr. Speaker? What was very interesting, the opposition, they gave me a lot of promotion, you know, when the Nigerian president came in. A lot of promotion. The chairman of their party, I'm the chairman of our party, so he's always trying to throw jabs at me. The chairman of the party took a picture of mine, playing the drum with my African thing, and he posted it on his page saying that, look, Musa will go and dance for the Nigerian president barefoot and playing drums. It's there, you can look at it on Facebook. I loved it. I loved it. And I welcomed it. I tell him 2 more posts like that of me playing drums. Yes. Because for them, you see, Mr. Speaker, that's the essence of who they are. For them, playing drums and wearing African garb and playing drums is demeaning. That's from the chairman of the party. Go and look at his page right now, you'll see it. You can go Google it, text it right now as I'm speaking. So he's saying as if he can imagine me barefoot. The man said he imagined me without shoes playing drums for the Nigerian president. So that tells you who they are. That tells you who they are. So, and they say it all the time. All this man can do is write poetry and play drums, as if it's demeaning to play drums. It's now they will see me play. There's a song from Martinique, Gade yo wule, yoka wule asu go kala. There's a certain kal that's around Vieux-Fort North. The drums just start to play on his head. The drums just start to play on his head. Yes, I don't want to give his other name. Even in the quarry, I playing drums on his head. They're trying to hide him. Whether they are police or soldier, whoever they are, Calypsonian, soca man, let them come. Even I taken him to the quarry to play drums on his head. He going in all little corners hiding. Saying, no, Musa ain't doing nothing for you. I am so happy. So let them speak about our Africanness and our drums. I'm very excited. I'm very excited, Mr. Speaker, that we are going to get even more support from the creatives, for the creatives, Mr. Speaker. So all of what? Look, it's right there. A member has found the article. You see? He has me with my, you see there? With my drum, and he's saying, trying to demean me. I'm barefoot playing drums for the African thing. You see? That's how they are. They hate St. Lucians. They hate our drummers. They hate our cultural people because they think we are low. They think we are low class. Simply because we sing La Rose and we sing Calypso and we play drums and we write poetry. They can never like Derek Walcott. They would never like a Derek Walcott because they believe that those things are demeaning. We should be singing opera somewhere with long coattails at horse races with long three-piece suits in the hot sun. That's what we should be doing. Yes, and bring T.O. King in the parliament. That's what they want. But they're saying, Mr. Speaker, that those of us, though we may come from situations where our parents had to struggle, we continue with the pride and the glory of our forefathers, and we use the opportunities that are provided by our government for our children. When Dr. Anthony was Prime Minister, member for Vieux-Fort South, we used the opportunities to advance education, and so our children can grow. That is what we are about. And so this resolution, Mr. Speaker, is just another addition to the work of the St. Lucia Labour Party to reduce the cost of living. And I thank the Prime Minister, because there are many people from my constituency, from VJ Kako, from Mangotin, from Grace, from Teva, from Piero, from Bellevue, everywhere, Opicon, who are now fixing their homes and improving their lives because they have to pay 12.5% less on building materials. Magadi tout janvier for neuf qui veut manger kaizo. Nous ka extend pani vat en les matuyaux. Pani vat en les matuyaux. Nous ka extend ça. So, nous ka dit gouvernement c'est où nous ka gadi. Nous pas ka worry about ça yo ka dire l'autre side là. Yo ka tuil bi chez nous parce que moi ka jouer tambou et moi ka mettre Hard Afrique, yo ka mettre en les pages Facebook yo akwe di na jouer tambou sans soulier, akwe di là ka jouer tambou sans belle lèche ou sans pache. Yo pas aimer nous, yo pas aimer kilter nous. Et c'est pour ça nous pas ni pour voter ba yo, Mr. Speaker. We must not put them in office. Because they do not like you. They do not like your solutionness. Do not put them in office. Because they may well come in and outlaw all our emancipation celebrations. They may well come in and do that. Just like they took away the laptops. Don't put it past them, Mr. Speaker. Do not put it past them. When they show you who they are, believe them. When they tell you when they try to demean you about your drums and your culture, believe them. Because when they get into office, they will do it. And we will not allow it to happen. So I want to say to you, Mr. Speaker, I support this resolution. And I want to tell the people of Vieux-Fort North, make sure your ID cards are new and fresh. Because we ain't taking no chances in these elections. All the people of Vieux-Fort North, in 2026, get ready. Because we cannot let them come back to destroy all of the work that we continue to do as a St. Lucia Labour Party. I thank you, Mr. Speaker. Merci and Shai.